Your data is for sale. Right now, not as a warning, not as a someday, as a live listing on a marketplace you can't see with a price on it. And the price will insult you. Your full identity, your name, your date of birth, your social security number, your address, bundled together sells for less than the pizza you'd order tonight. Not because you don't matter, because there are millions of you and the people buying aren't shopping for you. They're buying in bulk. You don't have to have been hacked for your name to be on that list. You just have to have used the internet. Two things you don't know yet: what they do with it once they've bought it, and the one lock that shuts the most expensive crime down tonight. In plain terms, on a hidden part of the internet you reach with special software, there are marketplaces. They look like ordinary online stores: search bars, categories, customer reviews, star ratings next to the sellers. Except the products are people. The products are us. And you are almost certainly already in the inventory. Not because you did anything wrong, because a company you trusted got hacked. Your bank, an old forum, a gym app you signed up for once and forgot. They had your information, they lost it, and it flowed downstream into those marketplaces where it gets sorted, priced, and sold. You think of a data breach as the ending. It's the opening. The breach is just the moment your information enters the supply chain. After that, it's packaged, bundled, resold, combined with other leaks, until a stranger can buy a folder with your whole life in it. So this isn't a video about whether you're at risk. If you're watching this, you're in the catalog. This is a video about what you're worth, line by line, and what every line lets a criminal do to you. And before you decide I'm being dramatic, these prices are published. Every year, a privacy research group called Privacy Affairs compiles what they call the Dark Web Price Index. They go onto these markets, they record what things sell for, and they publish the list. Real items, real prices. I'm reading from it. The other source is one you can use on yourself in about 30 seconds. A free site called Have I Been Pidooyed, built by a security researcher, that tells you which breaches already have your email. We'll come back to it. Keep it open in a tab. Let's start at the bottom of the price list. The cheapest thing for sale is also the most common, and it's probably the reason you're here. Your email address paired with a password. One email, one password sold together. You want to know the price? Around half a cent? Sometimes less. They don't sell them one at a time. They sell them in lists of millions called combo lists, the way you'd buy rice by the sack. Now, half a cent sounds like good news. It isn't. The cheapness is the whole problem. Here's the mechanism, step by step. A company gets breached. Your email and the password you used there land in a combo list. A criminal buys that list, millions of pairs for a few $100s. Then they feed it into a program, bots, that takes each email and password pair and tries it automatically on hundreds of other sites. Your bank, your email, Amazon, PayPal, Netflix, all of them in seconds, no human watching. It's called credential stuffing, and it works for one reason only. Most people reuse passwords. If the password that leaked from that old forum is the same one guarding your email today, the bot doesn't need to be clever. It just walks in the front door with the key you handed it years ago. So here's your first move. Screenshot this. Make every password unique. One account, one password, never repeated. So one leak stays one leak instead of becoming all of them. A password manager does it for free and remembers them for you. That single change makes the half-cent attack worthless against you. Move up the price list and you hit something more expensive. Not just a password, but a live, working login to your email account itself. That sells for more, a few dollars to a few hundred, depending on the provider, and there's a brutal logic to why. Think about what your email really is. It's not just where messages land, it's the reset button for your entire life online. Forgot your bank password? They email you a reset link. Forgot PayPal, Amazon, your crypto app, your tax account? Reset link to your email, which means whoever controls your email doesn't need to crack anything else. They click Forgot Password on every account you own, catch the reset links as they arrive, and let themselves in. One purchase and they inherit everything. That's why a working email login is worth far more than any single password. It isn't one account. It's the master key to all of them. So this is the one to protect first, and here's how. Turn on two-factor authentication on your email. That's the setting where logging in needs a second step, not just a password, but not the text message kind. Use an Authenticator app. Google Authenticator, Authy, free, 2 minutes to set up. The code lives on your phone in the app, and a stranger with your password still can't get in without the device in your hand. Headline for the screenshot: lock the master key. Protect the email before you protect anything else because everything else runs through it. Now, the item that should genuinely stop you. Further up the price list, the sellers stop dealing in single accounts and start dealing in people. They bundle it all together. Your full name, your date of birth, your home address, your phone number, your social security number, sometimes your mother's maiden name, and your security answers. In the trade, it has a name. They call it a fullz, as in the full package, the full you. Here's the part that should make you sit up. A complete fullz. Everything a stranger needs to convince a bank they're you sells for somewhere between $5 and $15. Your entire identity for less than a pizza. But that low price isn't comforting. It's the threat itself. If your identity cost $10,000, criminals would be choosy. They target the rich. At 15, they don't choose. They buy 10,000 at once and let software sort out which ones pay off. You're not being targeted. You're being processed. A row in a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet is enormous. So what do they do with the full you? They open things in your name. New credit cards, personal loans, a phone contract, a car loan. They file a tax return as you and pocket the refund. The first you hear of it is a bill, or a collections call, or a rejection on a loan you never applied for. Months later, when the damage is already built. So this is the big one. If you only do one thing tonight, do this. Freeze your credit. A credit freeze is a free, reversible lock you place with the credit bureaus that stops anyone, including someone holding your fullz, from opening new accounts in your name. It costs nothing and lifts in minutes when you need credit. And it takes the most profitable crime on this entire list off the table. Freeze your credit. That's the headline. Screenshot it. There's one more thing on the price list, and it's the one almost nobody warns you about. It isn't an item. It's time. Your data doesn't expire. A stolen password you can change. Your date of birth, you can't. Your social security number, you can't. The city you were born in, your mother's maiden name, permanent. So the folder with your life in it isn't used once and tossed. It gets resold again and again for years. Cheaper each time, but no less dangerous because the parts that identify you never change. The older bundles even have a name in the trade, aged data, and by now you've stopped watching for it. And the most dangerous use of all this isn't the brute force stuff. It's the conversation. A scammer who's bought your fullz doesn't send a clumsy "Dear Customer" email. They call you by name. They know your bank. They read you the last 4 digits of your real card. They mention your actual street. Every true detail drops your guard a little more until you hand over the one thing they didn't have: the code, the password, the transfer. That's not a hack. It's a performance, and your stolen data is the script. So here's the move for the long game. 2 parts. First, set a breach alarm. Have I Been Pwned has a notify option. Enter your email and it messages you every time you turn up in a new breach. Days, not years. Second, make yourself one rule and headline it. Real details don't prove it's real. Anyone can buy the details. So when a call or a text knows things about you, that isn't proof they're legitimate. It's proof your data's been sold. Hang up. Call the company back on the number from their official site. The detail that scares you is the exact reason to doubt them. So let's go back to the start. Your data is for sale. And now you've seen the price list. The half-cent email and password beaten by making every password unique, the working email login, the master key, locked with an Authenticator app, the $15 fullz, your whole identity, shut out of new accounts by a credit freeze, and the long con diffused by one rule: real details don't prove it's real. Look at what just happened. Every item on that list has a counter. The marketplace is real, the prices are real, your name is almost certainly somewhere in that inventory, and none of it has to pay off. A stranger can own your old data. They can't use it if the doors are locked. So tonight, in 15 minutes, open Have I Been Pwned and check every email you own. Put an Authenticator app on your main email, and if you do nothing else, freeze your credit. Free, reversible, and it kills the most profitable crime on the whole list. That's the only difference between you and the version of you who started this video. Same data out there. Different locks on the doors. If this made something invisible feel manageable, that's what this channel is for. One real threat, plain English, fixed the same night. Subscribe, and you'll be the person in your family who knows exactly what to do. And send this to the one person you know who reuses the same password everywhere. Tonight, you can make their data worthless too.